Alright, what's up? So, I just woke up and, I made that one video, no, like, face or mic, but finally set my stuff up because, the kids wanted to also record their own thing, so I'll probably let them do that, do their own thing so they can learn, but wanted to write a little bit this morning, Sunday, this morning on, more in this book, I think. Wait a second. Little ASMR. ASMR suck. Um, sorry. Alright, so, I have like a lot of plans for the book, of course. Like everyone that wants to write a book has a lot of plans for their book, but this is, I kind of want, I want it to be 3 books, so let's like put that, it's like a fucking mash. Make this, what? Plans for the book. Plans for the book. I feel like the first thing I did was, of course, really scatterbrain, and this is gonna be scatterbrain for a really long time until you kind of, until I flush it out and make it a little bit better. And right now we're kind of just like throwing shit at the wall, trying to see what ideas we can come up with. I already have the basic plan for. Let's fuck up all this shit. Oh, please, turn off. There you go. So, plan, I want this to be kind of like a longer saga. So, we know it's like a war book. Like there's gonna be a war. It's mystical in nature. It's I don't know if I want to make it sci-fi. Like I don't know how, if I want it to be kind of advanced or if I want it to be like rooted in magic, but at the same time, you know, science is magic. It's just like another word for it. Half the shit that you can do with chemical restructuring and changing, water to from liquid to solid to a gaseous state. That's like all. If you bring that shit back to fucking cavemen, that's you're doing magic. So it's kind of the same thing. So mystical or science based. We know we want kind of the 7 warring families with the outcasts, the moon family, outcast family. Then everyone else is kind of like the tide. The tide people is like everyone. It's like the most abundant resource for them. Tide people, most resource, most abundant populace, most abundant populace. I don't think it's the right term, but this is shit that I gotta work on. Gotta learn more words as you write. The first book is definitely gonna be pretty simple. It's not gonna have as like the ideas in it might be grand, but the wording and the verbiage and the structuring, foreshadowing or like any type of literary element is going to be pretty rudimentary. It's going to be, really simple just because I don't really know how to do any of that stuff yet. I'm like learning everything from scratch. There's what I was doing before, like I've said, I wanted to do this for like 10 years, is that I was kind of doing it, but I wasn't learning anything about it. So now I was like watching videos and trying to like learn more about structures, but I found myself kind of hyper focused on learning but not retaining, and then getting stuck on not writing because I haven't really learned anything and I haven't like tried to implement what I'm learning. So if I'm like writing, I'm trying to get more consistent. So if I'm writing more consistently, then at least if I learn anything, if like I'm while I'm writing and I'm like, oh, I wonder how I do this. I wonder how I do this element. then I can like look that up and then implement it immediately instead of just being like, okay, I can implement that in the future. So at least the things that I want to learn how to do, I'll have a reason for learning to do that, if that makes any sense. Because before I'm kind of just like, okay, let me learn as much as I can, and then I don't fucking use that shit for anything. Sorry for cursing, but the kids, this is the channel is weird because the children are posting in the channel and they're doing like kid stuff, and then me and Alexis plan on posting too, and ours is gonna be adult. I mean, we're not gonna do anything vulgar or anything, but we're still, we're gonna be cursing, just also obscene, a little vulgar for children. We're also gonna be maybe drawing, like she wants to draw, and maybe she'll draw like a little, maybe not as age appropriate, because you got to learn how to draw multiple things. Same thing with writing. You got to learn how to write certain scenes. You got to learn how to write death scenes. You got to learn how to do sex scenes, steamy scenes, scary scenes. Like there's a lot of scenes that you got to write that you got to do research for, and it's hard to kind of box yourself when you're writing or when you're drawing. Like you don't really, well, you can, like a lot of people, like when they draw or write, they'll go to a specific audience, but right now I don't know what the fuck that is, and I just want to kind of write. So it's gonna, and I'm a pretty I curse a lot. Like I come from a military background, come from a Filipino background, Florida background, so it's a lot going for me where it's hard for me to keep my words to be not maybe offensive. I don't know if it's offensive, but it's just how I speak. Alright, plans for the book. War book, mystical in nature, science-based, 7 warring families, outcast family, Thai people. I'm thinking that the 7 families are they're gonna be kind of not stuck in their ways, but they're not gonna pay attention to what's happening everywhere else. Only when it gets big enough. So the 7 families are more involved within themselves. All big countries. So it's like they're all gonna be, the families are gonna be like 7 different countries. Think of kind of like Game of Thrones / meets, I don't say Wreck 7, but maybe Lelouch, Lelouch Rebellion, some of that, like how he kind of starts from like nothing, gets that big superpower, and then he starts doing the rebellion shit with the rebels. This Lelouch, then he tries to overthrow the government. So we'll keep the families more involved. They are big countries. Countries. Outcast family. They're gonna be hiding with one of the 7 families. I don't know which one yet. And then they have to. So now this is kind of, that's more granular, like what I'm thinking of what they're about to do. But we're trying to do like the overarching, what are the plans for the book. Let's say plans for book 1. Or plans for series. So it's gonna be 4 books. Mystical nature, science-based, 7 warring families, outcasts. 7 families are more involved with themselves. Outcast family hiding with one of the 7 families. Book 1. What would book 1 kind of be about? We can also work on fleshing out the characters, but let's at least get kind of a plan for book 1. It's gonna be, of course, the starting, right? Like, who do we start with though? Should we start with like a background of what's going on, kind of a background of the situation, background of the 100? No, well, we don't. Well, okay. So this isn't like an order. This is like, if I say background of the 100-year reign, in one wish, like sprinkled in, right? Sprinkled in the story. We don't want to, like, of course, we want to allude to the reasoning of the 100 Year. We don't want to just like straight out say it. And you guys are probably wondering why I'm doing this. Like, oh, people are gonna read your story no one's gonna buy it. It's gonna be here, it's gonna be free. Like, why would people buy your book? What if someone steals your story, your idea? Like, all that is fine. Like, someone could literally plug all the shit that I'm writing and put in chatgpt, had chatgpt write them a whole book, and that's completely fine. Someone could just, if I like finish this book, when I finish this book, and someone's like, I'm not buying this book, I can just read it here. That's completely fine. I think that it's okay if art is free, and it's also okay if someone chooses to charge for their art. And I want to do both. I want people to have the ability to buy and own a copy of the book, but at the same time, I want people that don't have the resources to buy the book to be able to read it, whether that'll be a PDF. I probably won't do a PDF. I'll just keep it in here, so you have to like watch the video. But with you watching the video and you reading the video format of the book, even though you're not paying me per se, you're still giving me views, and then YouTube has to pay me because they're making you watch ads eventually. So it's not like I'm not getting anything out of this. Like, people that can't afford it or can't afford a book, I want them to have it, but I also want to benefit from it because I'm doing all this work for it, right? So with that, I can just kind of siphon off of a mega corporation like YouTube and, make it free for everyone that chooses it to be free for them, but I still get paid, but not from the people. I get paid from the YouTube, the corporation, which is, kind of a little punch to the system. Plus, it's cool. It's cool to see. I've never seen anyone like do kind of the process of their thoughts. Maybe this doesn't amount to anything. Maybe it changes, but you'll get to see most of the process, if not all of the process of the stuff that we do. We have a lot of plans to write a book. Had a lot of our plans hinges on kind of me learning all this stuff and doing, writing all these things and trying to capitalize off of it. But yeah, it's cool. I think it's cool. Plus, what if we do become big? Now you get to watch my thought, and you can mimic it. Like, everything that I do, if it becomes successful, you can kind of just use it as a blueprint and do the same thing to start your own businesses and start your own careers and dreams, and wherever guys you kids end up. This kind of just shows you what my thoughts are and how I ended up writing these things. Even if it's only one book, I think it's cool. Okay, background of 100 Year Reign, One Wish Sprinkled in Story. Gonna be a lot of background work. I'm thinking introduce maybe like 3 families. Since it's the first book, I would say like introduce 3 of the 7 families. Introducing to 7 of the 3 of the 7 families. I want to sprinkle them in a little bit. Add some mystery. Introduce 3 of the 7 families. Introduce. There's 13, so we're introducing 3 of the 7 families. That means we're going to go to at least 3 countries. So that means maybe we fill the country up with half of introduce half of the Thai people. So like that, this half of the people live in these 3 countries, and the other half live in the other 4. Of course, we're going to introduce I guess we won't know who the betrayer family is. So the moon, the sun family always wants the moon family to die. Like they don't want them to live. Moon family starts with moon family and sun family. Sun family wants moon family to die. Moon and sun family was, oh, of course they're all gonna come from the same family, so was from the first. Should they be from the Thai people? Like, would that even mean? The moon, cause I want one of the sun families. Sun family always wants the moon family to die. One of the sun family wants is considered a betrayer family because they are hiding the moon family. So the rest of the sun guys, so what would kick this off? That means someone finds the moon mom and moon daughter, which kicks off the hunt for them. So one of the three families we introduce, of course, is going to be the betrayer family, which has been hiding the moon family. So the moon, so they. But the thing is, how are they alive? So I was thinking before that the moon and the mom and daughter are alive because they reincarnate. But I don't know if I want to do that. Reincarnation is so tricky, you know? Maybe, but then how can they just be alive? It's been like, we said, what, 1,000 years? 10,000 years? And they just been alive? Maybe. So we have to explain. It has to be reincarnation, right? It's like the only way. But they have to have like a brand to know that they're from the moon family. And we're not gonna go like the Avatar route or the Dalai Lama route where he has to like pick out a fucking toy and then you realize like, oh yeah, that's my reincarnation. So we have to like figure out how to. We could just mark them. We could mark the mom and daughter. Or, you know what we could do for book one? Book one could just be about the mom. The moon mom. Okay, we might be cooking here. Could just be about the moon mom. She lives in a village under one of the sun family, and one of the sun family royals finds her and falls in love, right? Falls in love, becomes a forbidden type shit, forbidden love, and they eventually have a child. They probably only gonna have like sex once. They only have sex once, and she gets pregnant. Yeah, but during or after the fact, but after the sun boy gets the sun royal sees a birthmark. Yeah. What's up, Oliver? Oh, you tell her good morning? Looks like one of my daughters is awake. Son's saying good morning. But after the sun whale sees a birthmark, he remembers the old teachings about the moon family and realizes she has lineage with the moon family. So I'm thinking the moon daughter, yeah. Moon daughter is only ever born. Like this will be like the prophecy. Moon daughter is only ever born when a sun consummates with a moon mom. She's not really with a moon girl. Yeah. Which, makes sense, kind of. So but then that leaves the question, that kind of leaves the question of like, who is the original, like this person that he finds in the village, who's her parents? Maybe we say we don't know, right? We just don't know. That'll be a mystery. We don't know who the moon mom's... What's up, Lily? I am writing my book, or planning out my book to see, like doing the steps to kind of plan it out, and then we'll start writing. Why is it recording? Because I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and then you can watch it whenever you want. This is gonna be on all our account. So after I figured out the mic, oh no, I figured out the mic. So now you guys can record your own video. All right. Well, let me finish. Let me cook here. We don't know who the the first moon daughter's parents are. Mystery? Or prophecy? How do you spell prophecy? Prophecy of sun culture. This is moon daughter's only. This is a hidden one. Prophecy of sun culture, but only the one above all knows this. But the one, oh, the one above. So the sun family. That was a Maya. Look at her. Hey, why are you so mean? And he's not doing anything. He's just sitting down. He's watching. Yeah, she's. Come here. That's Mama's chair, but Mama's not sitting on it right now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won't get in trouble because Mama's not sitting on it right now. Oliver, don't antagonize her though. All right, you guys go sit down over there. All right. Well, like, the kids are. Alright, kids are awake, so I'll just end it here. That's a pretty good one. This was good. Yeah. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Alright. I'm gonna stop this one. Talk to you guys later. And we'll cook a little bit more. Maybe we'll do a little bit more planning and maybe finally start writing. But actually, after we do more of this planning, I'll probably have to do the outline, and after the outline, I'm gonna want to flesh out the characters, and then we'll start writing. So that's probably, writing might be a few months away, but we'll see how long it takes us to outline and kind of flesh out the characters and the settings a little bit more. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.